Hey guys, Jonesy86 here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I have a game for you in the Daring, which is a British legendary tier destroyer. We are at Shatter, capture the base mode game. So we spawn at the center of the map here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to push to the right hand side of the map with our allied Shimakaze. I'm just doing a quick little look around here to see what our allied ships are doing. And it looks like they are backing up and repositioning, so I'm going to continue pushing out to the right hand side here with our Shimakaze, try and get some spotting done. And as you can see, I am currently located and the twisting track is showing towards the center of the map, so I'm fairly certain that there's nothing right ahead of me and the Shimakaze, so I feel quite comfortable to continue pushing out with our allied Shimakaze to try and get some spotting done for our team. As you can see, we've got a Grover Kerr first out the back there, heading in our general direction, so we need to be wary of him. The German battleships do have 6 kilometers of sonar, so we need to be wary. Twisting track is showing off to the center there, so we just fire some defensive torps just in case anyone is trying to push mid or is going to try and come through that gap. And as you can see there, twisting track has now pointed to the north of us here, and I was momentarily located. I am located again, so I have suspicions that there is an enemy destroyer in the near vicinity of us as we are located. I'm pretty sure he's just off to those islands to the north of us there, so just checking the map to see which enemy destroyers we have that we're up against. So we know that there is a Grover Kerr first out the back there. There he pops up again. And there is a Shimakaze. So we're just going to reposition our guns here and take some shots at the Shimakaze. He's currently looking at our other allied destroyer, so I'm able to get a couple of free shots on him here. Our allied destroyer pops some smoke, so we're going to continue to wear down the Shimakaze and get him off the board. As we do know, he has 3 racks of 5 torps, which are very hard hitting, so we do want him off the board. He does try and pop some smoke himself, but I do have him on sonar. And down goes the Shimakaze, and here comes those torps that we were talking about, but since we're running sonar, we managed to spot them quite a ways before they arrived at us, and now we're on the Kerr first sonar, so I'm looking towards that island that is just ahead of us there. Luckily, he hasn't got his guns pointing towards us, so I'm going to try and use this island for a bit of cover. I'm not going to fire my guns because I'm pretty sure he's trying to find the whereabouts of our other allied destroyer. As you can see, some fire coming in from our team there on the Kerr first. But I do take the decision to turn around and try and get some torps off on the Kerr first, as he's pushing towards our base and our allied destroyer. So get some torps off, and I check the mini-map and I can see there is another destroyer just to the behind us there, so we switch our guns around, we ping him on the map, and we start trying to get rid of the Kleber, which is a legendary French destroyer, and down goes the Kerr first with a devastating strike, and here comes the torps from the Kleber, and we managed to dodge these torps. Thankfully we've got sonar running still, so we did manage to spot the torps before we would have without the sonar running. And we ping the Kleber again, and the Kleber will go down here, and that'll be our 3rd kill, and we're already up to 97,594 damage. We've managed to clear off our side of the map. Took down the 3 ships that were on this side of the map. Twisting track is shown to the center of the map still, so I'm caught in 2 minds here if I should maybe push the center or if I should just push straight to the base, but I do take the decision that we're going to push into the base and try and spot those ships on the back side of the map. So as you can see here, we straighten up again and we head towards their base. I do take a quick look behind me just to see what support I have, and we do have a cruiser, 2 battleships and our allied destroyer pushing with us, so I feel fairly confident that we'll be able to create some crossfire situations when we get onto the base, as I do know that they're currently sitting to the island on the left hand side. So we will be able to get some crossfire, and when we jump on the base we should at least be able to get those ships to turn around and come back and defend their base. So Twist and Track is still showing off to the left hand side, so I'm just checking around because they do have one destroyer left on the enemy team, so wary of where his positioning could be because he hasn't been spotted yet to my knowledge. So we're on the base, and as you can see, Twist and Track is showing off to our left hand side, so wary that the enemy DD could be coming through that gap there, but I'm going to keep on pushing because there's currently only the Yamato that was spotted, and I do know that there's a couple more battleships and enemy cruiser on this side, so I'm going to try and push into a position where I can get those ships spotted, as we do have two battleships and a destroyer and a cruiser pushing with us. So if I get them spotted, that'll be perfect chance for some crossfire here. So there's the Yamato, and momentarily there will pop up another enemy battleship there. There he is, who's also pushing back onto the base, and there's a battleship behind him as well. So they've seen that we're on the base, they are pushing back to defend their base, and I'm going to fire some torps down towards the Montana, but I wish, watching back this video, that I would have maybe lined up that torp strike a little bit differently, that I didn't fire them both on the white line, that I would have fired them maybe quite a bit apart, so I could have maybe had a better chance of hitting the two other battleships that will be coming around this corner. So I'm pushing to a safe distance here, knowing that there is sonar on the run protect, so I'm pushing out of his sonar range. As you can see, he's got a wall of torps going his way from every different direction there, so it's going to make it very difficult for them to come through. I popped some smoke, and now I'm going to try and get some fires on these battleships that have pushed back into the cap. As you can see, the wall of torps there going through every different direction, headed towards those three battleships. We do get the run protect on fire, and we're going to try and get as many hit points as we possibly can here. And down goes the run protect, so we change our target to the Schieferlin, who does have very, very good secondaries, but we are currently sat in smoke, so we're safe. And we get the Schieferlin on a double fire, so we change our target to the Montana, try and get him on fire as well. And as you can see, our smoke has still got 11 seconds left on it. The Schieferlin takes a good hit there, so we turn our attention back to the Schieferlin. We get him back on fire again, and down goes the Schieferlin. So we're up to 4 kills, 144,000 damage, and the Montana goes down there as well, which leaves the Yamato a gearing, and as you can see there off in the distance, the enemy cruiser there. So we ping him, and we're just going to try and keep the Yamato spotted and the Henry spotted, and we're going to try and get back onto the cap, as the cap is currently contested. There is I'm pretty sure now that the enemy DD is on the cap. As you can see, there's the smoke. So we're going to try and push back onto the cap here, see if we can't keep this Henry spotted as well. We're sitting at 4 kills, so now I'm obviously thinking there is a possibility for a Kraken. The Henry is pushing in here as well, so need to be very wary of him. The Yamato is also pushing in, taking shots at our Napoli, so we fire some defensive torps off towards the smoke, hoping maybe we hit the destroyer, maybe we hit the Yamato, but the Shimikaze has also got torps there, so we're going to pop smoke again. As you can see there, the Gearin was spotted momentarily, but he disappeared again in the smoke, so I wasn't able to get shots off at the Gearin. So we're going to take some shots at the Yamato here, try and get him on fire, see if we can't get the Kraken. And as you can see now, there is a wall of torps going his way, both from the Shimikaze and myself, but the Shimikaze will end up getting the kill. And we're at 148,904 damage, and the Henry is pushing in here, but we've currently still got 20 seconds left on our smoke, so I do feel safe just to try and get some fire on the Henry maybe, and the Napoli will get that kill. And down will go the Henry, and the gearing, sorry, apologies, pops up momentarily there. Sends torps our way, but as you can see on the sonar, we have them spotted, and down goes the gearing. So that'll be it for today, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, please drop it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and I'll catch you all on the next one.